Hello everybody and welcome to your daily PM podcasts, where we discuss topics related to personal and professional development. I'm your host Kamil Mański and today's topic is 3 tips how project management can help you achieve work-life balance. So in today's podcast we are going to focus more on work rather than on life, because it's usually the work that affects your personal life. For example, if you have too much work or you have plenty of work with short deadlines, then you will bring your work to your house and you will do your work after time. So after hours. Which means that usually work is the one that affects your life. Of course, it can be the opposite, but let's start with the work. So in most cases, people are going to search for the productivity tips that will help them to be more productive in their work so that they can deliver more work and within the deadlines. And that's pretty good idea. So you can quit or turn off your social media, you can put your phone away and start working. That's good, but frankly, I believe that the first topic that you should really consider is not the productivity. It is the prioritization. Everything that requires your time has priority. And to understand what are your priorities, just take a look what you have done today, this week or this month. Take a look on which activities you have spent your time, and the things that required most of your time are probably the most priority for you. But the question really becomes whether those priorities are correct. Maybe you should switch your focus to something else, right? So let's talk about how you can improve your prioritization. So there are a couple of techniques that we can bring here to prioritize your work, and the most popular one, at least the one I would like to describe to you, are the prioritization matrices. And there are two of them. The first one is the value versus effort matrix, and the second is the Eisenhower matrix. And let's, in this podcast, focus on the Eisenhower matrix. So the Eisenhower matrix is a matrix that is composed of two axes. One is the importance of the task. So how important is this task? How it will affect you? What's the impact of this task? And the second is the urgency. How much time do you have to deliver? And in the Eisenhower matrix, we distinguish 4 categories of tasks or of the priorities. The first one is something that is neither have the priority nor is urgent. And these are tasks that we should eliminate, delete. Just don't do it. If something is not important and it's not urgent, probably we shouldn't do it at all. Let's skip it. It will save you time. The second category is something that is not important, but it is urgent. In this case, think about whether you can delegate it to somebody else. Who else can do it for you? Something that is urgent, so you need to do it in a hurry, but it's not important, so probably it's not worth your time to do it. The third category is something that is important and urgent. So this is something that you really need to focus on and you need to do it now. Something that requires your work and has a short deadline. And the fourth category is something that is important, but it's not urgent. This is something you can plan. You can schedule it for later. So the problem we can observe is that most of the people believe that the tasks they do are important, but frankly they are, in most of the cases they are not. And the second one is that they have too many things that are important and urgent, which means that they procrastinated. They didn't do it before, and when the deadline is really short, they need to focus on it. You probably know it from the university when you had to deliver some work to your professors or where you had the exams. But the same case is in work. We usually procrastinate, we don't do something that is not urgent until it becomes urgent, right? But frankly, the best case is when we have most of the things that are urgent, that are not urgent but important. Because those are the things that we can plan, so we can plan them properly. We can prepare some work plans, how we are going to attack those problems or those issues, so that we are prepared and do it in advance. And if we will work in most of the cases in this category, then we will not have too many things that are important and urgent, which means that your probably work stress level will decrease, because you can plan work and do it smoothly. And it brings us to the second tip, which is to always have a plan. Always have plans. You can plan yearly, your annual goals, quarterly goals. You can have monthly plans, weekly plans, up to the daily plans. Prioritizing your work and decomposing your goals, your work from bigger goals into smaller ones will help you focus on what's really important and on the critical activities and just make progress towards your goals. Moreover, this approach will provide you a structure and direction. Having plans provides structure and direction. It's allowing you to be more efficient and effective in your work. It eliminates the need to spend time figuring out what needs to be done and instead allows you to jump right into your work. Moreover, it helps you to manage your time. Planning your work in advance helps you to manage your time better. It just ensures that you have enough time to complete your work and avoid the last-minute rushes, which we talked during the Eisenhower matrix. So it's something that is really important and urgent. We don't want to do it. We prefer to focus on something that is important but not urgent, something that you can plan. And you can plan it and decompose it into smaller pieces of work, and you can work on those smaller pieces together. They will sum up to the bigger goal you wanted to achieve. And now, after we know how to prioritize and how to plan and decompose your objectives and activities, now we can go to the productivity. And in simple terms, productivity means, or when you are more productive, it means that you can deliver more work in a shorter period of time, or deliver the same amount of work in a shorter time, or deliver more work in the same time, right? And to be more productive, you can utilize, for example, the Pomodoro technique, which means that you just want to split your work into several iterations that will last for 25 minutes of work and 5 minutes of break. Of course, you can manipulate those numbers, but this is pretty good because you can have 2 Pomodoro sessions per hour, so you can easily plan Pomodoro sessions into your daily work. And that's pretty good technique because in most of the cases, people can focus for around 15 to 20 minutes at most. And there are no benefits in working when you can't really focus on, because the quality of your work will drop, right? Or instead of working, you will really spend your time on Facebook or Instagram. So yeah, those were the 3 tips I have had for you. So first, prioritize your work. Focus on something that is important but not urgent. After you finish some things that are urgent and important. Second thing, to always have a plan. Have yearly, have quarterly, monthly plans, have weekly goals, daily tasks. Plan your work in advance. And the first one is to split even the smallest chunk of work, your daily tasks, into Pomodoro sessions so that you can focus from the 20 or 25 minutes, have some break, and be very productive and efficient in your work. That's all I had for you. and I hope you liked it, and see you in the next episode. Thank you.